I just peed my pants at work. Bitmoji has changed my life.
There's no such thing.
It's bad. It's a sin.
I've heard of that.
I actually read an article yesterday that I love.
Hey, friend.
Welcome to Random Chittering.
I'm Random.
And I'm Chittering.
And I'm Lara.
Our very first special guest Chitterer. We need to welcome our special guest Chitterer today, Lara, who is one of our dearest friends and also the author, blogger of overstufflife.com.
Yay!
Yay! We're so glad you're here. So now, okay, let's talk about your blog because your blog is like legit. Like you have a lot of followers. Do you know how many followers you have?
Last she checked.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
You're maybe too cool to check. We check every day.
because the followers come on all these different streams, but I think overall I probably have like 40,000.
Oh my gosh, 40,000. This lady is legit right
It's
here.
kind of a small blog, actually.
Is it? It sounds
is.
ginormous to me.
I know, but I've learned that that's not so.
It sounds like, I consider her and my friend on Broadway the two most famous people I know. Okay, well, I'm so glad we got to talk about that. Now, there's one other, I admire like a million things about Lara. You can't deny that she's a really amazing person, but there's something that she has that I don't, and that is the ability to stay on top of trends, things that are cool.
Oh.
I don't have that. Like, after Facebook, I'm like, what on earth is Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter?
Pinterest.
What? I don't do any of those things, but like...
You don't do Pinterest?
No. She doesn't. It's bad. It's a sin.
I'm caught in 2007. I'm just stuck.
That's okay.
And there is an app that she's introduced every single one of us to, and all of our friends and all of my family is now addicted. Do you know what it is?
Yes. Bitmoji.
Bitmoji! She is our Bitmoji friend. If you don't know what Bitmoji is, like
It's not even sponsored. We love this so
yeah,
much.
Bitmoji.
Do you even Bitmoji?
I have come up with a fun game because Bitmoji has changed my life. Because, those things you always wanted to text, when there's not words and there's not an emoji for it, there is
A
Bitmoji. So,
New ones every week. It's like
every Friday there's a new Bitmoji. So today we are going to play a game called There's a Bitmoji for That. Yay! Okay, so what I've done is we're going to pull out our cell phones and be all techie for a second. Okay. I am going to read you a scenario, and you are going to text me a Bitmoji in response. And then with the magic of editing and technology, I will share that Bitmoji with our friends, and then we can talk about it, laugh about it, and you can vote on our winner. Who had the best Bitmoji, Lara or Trisha?
Nice.
Got it?
On.
Bitmoji. On. There's a Bitmoji for that. Okay, here's your first one. Your friend texts you, I just peed my pants at work. I didn't know that one existed, but that is so good.
That's terrible. I'm gonna lose, and I haven't even picked one.
I am laughing so hard my face hurts. Oh, that is
Okay.
good.
Lame.
The results are in. Okay, number 2. Your husband texts you, I need a little something something. You game?
Okay.
Did you say something? Okay, wait.
That's good.
Nice one. Okay, good answers. All right, last one.
Last one.
Last
3? Okay.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
We could do this all day.
I just prepared 3. Okay. Your mother-in-law texts you, I haven't heard from you in a while. I'm going to send you guys the one that I think is funny but not appropriate.
That's the one I was.
I shared it. I don't really think that mother-in-law. Oh, that one's cute. And a little.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so I want to talk more about your blog because I think it's famous because you've actually had posts featured on websites people have heard of.
Yeah. So, like, last week I was on womensday.com, which was nice. I've been on Huffington Post once.
Huffington Post? I've heard of that.
I read that.
Today, I've been on the today.com. They actually called me and interviewed me about our Christmas list tradition. But anyway, so
nice.
Those are like the three big ones. Yeah.
See how cool she is? She's so cool. Well, I have to say, I love reading your blog. So one of my favorite posts that you've written was on priorities. You talked about how balance was impossible, which is funny because I constantly think that I'm going to obtain some balance in life. But you talked about how
there's no such thing.
There's no such thing. Wah, wah, wah.
It's true.
But you still kept it really positive and talked about how in life we have priorities.
Yeah. So I know that like sometimes my priority has to be cleaning the house or whatever. Or sometimes my priority needs to be my kids. Sometimes my priority needs to be work, whatever it is. And I always feel out of balance when it's obvious that I have to ignore some things to get some deadline met or whatever that deadline is for church, work. There's all these things. And there's no way I can say, okay, I'm going to spend an hour on work today and an hour on my kids and an hour on the house and have this perfect balance because you just can't. And so as long as you're doing the things that need to be done the most. I actually read an article yesterday that I loved where she talked about having an enough list instead of a to-do list.
Oh, yeah.
If you look at my to-do list, it's like I think that I can accomplish 500 things every day.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And I write it all down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to have this great productive day. And then I get so depressed because I finished not even a fraction of it.
Been there.
My mother-in-law said as long as I make my bed every day, I did something.
There you go.
Check.
Yeah, I get dressed every day.
This woman, she puts 3 things on her to-do list. Basically her 3 biggest priorities for the day. So it's her enough list. If I get these 3 things done, I've done enough. And anything else is just...
That's pretty good. I never feel like I've
icing
done
on the cake, right?
enough. Yeah, no, that's good. And I like icing. Well, not really. I like the cake the best. But,
well, that's it. Then you do the cake, and then you just get some icing with it.
Like a little nice. And sometimes I like to scrape it off the top. I think that's constantly we're trying to figure out how to make life
juggle,
work.
balance.
Yeah.
And that's why my blog is called Overstuffed Life. I mean, that's it. Because when I started my blog, I felt like I had too much going on, too much on my plate, and I could never figure out this balance.
So you started a blog.
More things to do.
Awesome. Well, one other thing I wanted to ask you is for someone who out there who knows that there's a million blogs, but they still have this overwhelming desire, they want to blog or they want to vlog, but they feel like it's too vulnerable to put themselves out there, what advice would you give to that person?
I always say, if you really want to do it, you should do it. Because for me, it's been very therapeutic sometimes to be able to just write. And, when I first started writing, I was like, I don't know who's going to find this writing.
Creepo.
But, and I started blogging. My blog is 11 years old now. It just turned 11 in April.
Wow.
So when I started, I had 2 little girls, ages 4 and 2 probably.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because they're 15 and 13
now.
Oh
my gosh.
So these 2 little girls, Sophia wasn't even created yet. Her whole life's been documented on my blog.
Wow.
But I needed that outlet.
Right.
I needed that outlet. And if you have this overwhelming desire to do it, I think if you want to blog, if your motivation is that you want to write, that you want to help people, that you want to make a community or just sort of talk through whatever it is that you have on your mind, then that's going to be a successful blog.
Stay tuned for part 2!
Yay, where we will be talking about friendship as an adult.
Oh.
Intense.
Yes.